Hi guys, welcome back to SRE. So I went down today and we did some testing at Vance's house at what place we call Runaway Park, because I had a bad runaway there. And so we're taking, we just landed another trick on these 38s that, oh man, and the new pipes are hitting. But anyway, I just uploaded it. You guys can watch a quick rip. Vance was driving the one we put up. We remember when I did the video recently about the 43. So we were breaking that in today and messing around with that. Looks promising. It's got some, looks real promising. So the next thing I'd like to talk about is this. This is my personal truck, and this is an engine that I had developed for scooters, but then I decided that no one, OBR guys were really nice enough to sell me one of their pipes so I could move on with this project instead of waste a bunch of time and make a pipe. They already got one. They sold me their installation kit. So guys, if you ever do, if I do start producing these on the regular, I am not gonna make that stuff. I want you guys to go to OBR to get that stuff because of how cool they've been, and they've been awesome. So I'd just like to tell them thank you for you know, for selling me parts that I need. You know, we talk, they talk, Vance and him talk quite frequently. So I don't really like to talk on the phone, so I don't really do a lot of that, but Vance does all that stuff. So anyway, let's talk about this in front of us here. So this, of course, you can see is a Gp460. It's 40, they come 46 cc's. They come piston port with a non-removable head, and people have been modifying these things forever. They are a rock solid, dependable, good running engine. So there's only so many things you can do on a cylinder, guys, to make your own, or say yours is better or different or whatever. So I decided that's not what I was going to do with this one. I was going to, of course I ported it, but I decided to go kind of old school and do a Schlitz Concept cylinder reed, because their cylinder reeds are dynamite. So that's that right there, bolted to the cylinder. So now, of course, you guys know, if you watch this channel, now you can reed port the cylinder. If you choose, you can window the piston. You don't have to. So that's what we did. We purchased a Schlitz Concept reed. I just bought the engine in parts. I didn't buy it as a whole unit. So, because I built it over time, because it was a experimental deal, or prototype, or whatever you want to call it. I went with a WJ71 carburetor, because you know, guys, my belief is if you port an engine and you raise its operating RPM range for this specific what we're doing here, these run in a very high RPM deal. The cars do, you know, they really do, higher than the guys want to run them on the scooters. Why, I don't know. But anyway, so what we did was we put a port map in it that would make the power where we needed it. Then, of course, we cut the head off. You know, I like to do that because then you can move the cylinder all around and get it right where you want it. And I love the ADA heads. They got good cooling properties. Their domes are fairly well shaped. Sometimes they need a little work for different applications. But the only way you can figure that out is testing on squish band to bore ratio, quench band to bore ratio. So that's a different subject. If you want to learn on that, just send me a message. We can talk about it. Anyway, so we did that. And then I did what we do, which is my thing, which is I like to put larger strokes in them, you know, so everybody makes you can readily available get a 1 millimeter stroke increase, which is 39 thousandths of a stroke increase, which is very minimal. But it does help, and it adds 1 cc. So I said, well, I checked out the cases. There was plenty of room. The cylinder was tall enough to do this, what I had in mind. So then I decided to make a crank that would take the displacement to 50 cc's and some change. It's a little over 50 cc's. And the one thing that these car engines are really missing is torque. They're a small, high RPM engine. That right there is the recipe for horsepower, not torque. And torque is what turns gears. Torque is what turns big tires and big heavy parts. So once you, as soon as you put that arm in these, they just seem to wake up. It's incredible. They're a totally different engine. So to get a clutch that operated at the RPM range that I was looking for, I had to source a clutch from the Diablo 88 clutch, because they have springs that engagement and weighted and stuff for a higher RPM engine. And 7500, like DDM sells the clutches. I mean, that just wasn't going to cut it. This thing needs to start at 9500 to 10,000 or above. So we got that clutch. Then we did some work to that clutch, and it works. So bolts right in, as you know, that there's no, well, it doesn't, you gotta just take a little step off it, machine it. But anyway, so that worked. So like I said, OBR hooked me up with the pipe and the mounting kit and everything. So please, guys, hit them up if you're going to do something like this, because they are super knowledgeable, super helpful with everything, and really easy to work with. Okay, so let's see, we covered the 50 cc's now over the WJ carburetor. We went with, on this particular one, it's got a 15-to-1 dome. I sometimes I have thoughts of trying to go to a 17-to-1 dome on it. If it needs it, we'll see. But and if we can keep it cool with that dome, because that becomes the problem. When you really jack the compression up, you get heating problems. So we want to make sure that we can beat the heat. So that about covers it. You are definitely going to see run videos of this. This is my truck. And this is an experimental deal. I posted the video of that 38 running. You guys have already seen this 38 run. This was in my Vesla, another killer deal. And in my Vesla now, I put my GT40 in it. Hadn't been ran in a year or maybe even 2, so I wanted to make sure it, still operated the way I wanted it to rip, and it does. I'm gonna go right now. I got 24 gear set in it, and you can't even drive it. It just flips over backwards all the time. It's ridiculous. So I got this gear set here that I got, and this one is 27. So I'm gonna put this gear set on it, and we'll see how if that calms that down a little bit. But on that's fully ported, welded crank, cases are ported, cylinder is ported, cylinder head modifications for the squish to bore ratio was changed. It needed to be changed, and it really works. It's got a Tony Green pipe on it, and it's only got a 54 millimeter clutch on it right now, which I have a 62. I just have to get the right bell. I got the clutch. I took that out of it. I had that 62 in it, but I took that out, and now I'm gonna go to get a bell and then put those gears on. So that's where I'm at with that. Now, engine builds, they're getting finished up. I've got 2 35cc Taylors on deck. I got this 32 that we're doing. We're getting this baby straightened up, get ready to go. The seals come in for this today. After that, like I said, I'm going to be doing 2 Taylors on the channel, full mod, bigger crankshafts, the works, man. We're gonna throw the kitchen sinks at them, see what we can get out of them things. I think they got a lot of potential, especially with that nice big split exhaust port like a performance engine should have. So thank you, Mike Taylor, for doing that. It's a great design. And okay, guys, this is SRE. I just want to give you a heads up of what's coming up on the channel. All right, I'm out.